So there you go guys, consumer prices rose 0.4% in October, less than expected as inflation eases. Yes, you heard that right. The consumer price index increased 0.4% for the month and 7.7% from a year ago, both lower than estimates. Excluding volatile food and energy costs, so-called core CPI increased 0.3% for the month and 6.3% on an annual basis, also lower than expectations. Prices declined for medical care services, used vehicle and apparel. Shelter costs posted their highest monthly gain since 1990. Market soared on the report and treasury yield tumble, and we saw that happening. If we look at this S&P 500, if we look at gold future, Bitcoin USD, Euro USD, after the CPI report, we had this massive movement. But has this changed the overall market structure? Not yet. Why? Because we know guys, in a bigger picture, the price of Bitcoin is still showing weakness and also having difficulty to remain above the key line of support. The key line of support is still between 19 to 20,000 range. Since we are below it, this movement in the medium short term could be lasting longer because the CPI index increased 0.4% for the month and 7.7% from a year ago, both lower than estimates. That means the Fed might not be that aggressive on the December FOMC meeting. I mean, we know for this November month we have 75 basis point hike, but maybe for the December month it could be around 50 basis point hike. And if you have watched my video, I was making this very clear. Maybe for November month 75 basis point is reasonable, but for the December month maybe they could be going down. I mean 50 basis point, and this will also impact the market positively. Yes, you heard that right. That's why this relief rally type of movement what we are witnessing might last longer than what we are expecting. So what I'm trying to show you here, since the price is still below this key line of support between 19 to 20,000 range, we could be showing a rally or some consolidation and rally price again trying to break out of this key line of support and then again slowly head towards this next area of confluence, which is between 10,000 to 12,000 range. Yes, this 10,000 to 12,000 is where I am actually expecting the price of Bitcoin to get gravitated before finding an actual bottom, and after that starting a new market phase. Why? Because if we look at this example here, so before I start talking about this CPI indicator, please guys, if you haven't destroyed that like button, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, then do it right now. But if you want to support me further, then a comment would be much appreciated, because we know a like and a comment is going to boost the algorithm of this channel and also boost the motivation for me to create content like this in a daily basis. So according to this price action here in a daily time frame, after getting approached around this monthly S3 line, found support, because this was the worst case target for this November month. I was being very clear on my previous videos. I even showed you price could be getting attracted towards this monthly S3 line, and after that showing a relief rally. Why? Because this monthly S3 line is always considered as one of the strongest support for Bitcoin, and since we are already above this S2 line 17,000, this same line here in the medium short term, since we are above it, could be acting as a support. Yes guys, 17,000 here in the medium short term could be acting as a support. But if it fails, then we should not forget this S3 line, which is around 15,800. But we know the inflation is slowly coming under control, and also the next rate hike might not be that aggressive. So this is definitely going to give market some sign of recovery. Yes guys, this relief rally, right? And after this CPI report, you can see we even had this massive candle, and price testing the support from the S2 line indicates maybe the price could show some range bound and also try to reach towards the next target, which is our monthly S1 line. Yes guys, this monthly S1 line is going to be looked as our potential target if the daily manages to close the candle above 17,000, and this S1 line is around 18,700 area. Yes, this is going to be looked as our target if the price closes the daily properly above S2 line. And why around 18,700 area? Let me show you that here. So I'm going to show you a very simple scenario also in a daily time frame. In the past price action, we have found out price after losing some key line of support, it has always started this very bearish continuation pattern. Same was happening here because we found out the price of Bitcoin after losing the support around this 19,000 also started with this corrective movement just like here, but not that aggressive as this one. But what I want you guys to understand, the same line, right, the same line which previously acted as a support between 18 to 19,000 here in the medium short term could be again acting as a resistance. Yes guys, the same line which previously acted as a support could be acting as a resistance if the price shows this relief rally type of scenario around this 18 to 19,000 area, because we found out with the CPR indicator around 18,700 is going to be our next potential upcoming target. So that's why this retest would also make a lot of sense, not just only by simply looking at this using the horizontal trend line. What we can do, we can simply add another falling trend line here like this as well. And if you also guys also monitor the price movement here, this falling trend line in the past price action has acted as a resistance. Since the price has failed to find support around that area, we are below this falling trend line. So if we do see this relief rally type of scenario here, then this line, the falling trend line and this horizontal trend line is going to act as a resistance around this 18 to 19,000. That's why guys, that's why this 18 to 19,000 in the medium short term is going to be acting as one of the strongest resistance for Bitcoin. Only after breaking out of that, we can say this was actually a fake out, and price after that could continue this uptrend. But as long as we are going to remain below this 18 to 19,000, this is still looked as a weakness and also a potential trend continuation here to the downward direction after some relief rally type of scenario. Not just only this guys, not just only this, even if we look at the price structure around this area in a bit different way, I mean in a 4-hour time frame. Now if we look at this price structure in a 4-hour time frame, I'm going to keep it very simple for you guys. As you can see, this here looks like the price could be forming descending broadening wedge type of formation or megaphone pattern. We are aware of that. It could be considered as a bullish pattern once we flip the resistance. But what I want you guys to look at is this trend continuation here like this. Yes, this ascending channel or rising channel is indicating the price after testing the resistance from this upper line has reacted negatively and also approached the lower line from this ascending channel. And now if we include this broadening wedge scenario, the upper line is still acting as a resistance along with the upper line from this ascending channel. That's why the price of Bitcoin here is getting some strong resistance between 17,000 in the medium short term. But we know if we do manage to come across this resistance line, then there is a possibility for this trend to continue this uptrend towards the upper line, which will bring the price towards this monthly S1 line and also towards the previous temporary support area. And that is going to be a decision point guys, because we know if you also break out of this line, then this is a clear continuation and we will be looking this as an actual descending broadening wedge formation, which is a bullish formation. But if we fail to break out of that line, then please be careful, because we know this could show a movement here in this manner. Why? Because we have seen in the past price action each and every previous high inside this ascending channel has either acted as a resistance or support. Once we had this corrective movement, this is exactly where we are holding right now. So if this trend continues going to happen like this, then the previous temporary resistance which we have right now around 17,500, 17,600 for the medium short term could be acting as a support. Price could show some consolidation and again continue this uptrend towards our target line, which is this monthly S1 line around 18,700 to 19,000 range. So let's hope that the price of Bitcoin in the medium short term remains above 17,000, the monthly S2 line, and by doing that it could trigger another impulsive movement after some consolidation and could also reach the monthly as one target line around 18,700 to 19,000 range before choosing a trend direction. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, come on, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.